I know. The more decks, the
Get
better.
them all out. Hey, everybody. Good morning, grand rising, AM salutations, or good evening, good night. However, wherever you're at in the world, glad that you are here on this Monday with us, sharing this space and this time. How are you, Miss Beautiful Jane? How are you?
I'm full of love. I'm good. I'm with you, Hershey. I enjoy. I've Mondays are becoming quickly becoming my favorite day. I get to be with like Gerald in the
Absolutely.
morning, and then you right after, or sometimes not Gerald, but and
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I I love it, like all the energy.
Maybe one day
The
we can get Nancy to float over here with us and try it.
Yeah, I mean, it's I just it's, I love it. So
I love watching you read with Nancy and Sharon. Oh my God. I just sit at the TV like this. I just be like, oh man, I hope I'm half that when I get there. It's just like it's like I want to be half of that. Like the energy, it's just epic. I love watching you guys read.
oh no, but I do need to get Sharon back on, but Sharon and I tend to get a little woohoo. It just,
Yeah, oh, yeah, but it's healthy though. Like there's nothing wrong with laughter and fun. I mean, how often do we get it, especially when we don't get to collaborate a lot or sit down and just talk and spend time because of everyday current life and got to do this and got to be here and got to go there and got to do this? So when you get those few moments that 60, 90 minutes, it's like, yes, I'm going to enjoy every second of it. So yes, you're supposed to do that. That's what it's about. That's
yeah,
what enjoying those moments are. Because then what happens on Tuesday and you stubbed your toe and now you can't walk and your toenail's about to fall off, but you can laugh about it because you remember some stupid shit that you might
exactly.
have said with your best friend or whatever, and it gets you through those moments. So
Yep.
I think it's all worth it. Absolutely. So today is Meta Messages on a Monday. So you guys know Metatron is everywhere right now. There is a whole lot going on. There is a whole lot of like solar flare stuff going on. You guys, I'm not astrology, I'm an astronomer. I don't know how any of that goes. I have a personal little crush on it in my own heart that I do in my private life, but I don't know enough to speak on it. But I do know that it's kind of heavy. So just be wary and be cautious and be aware and remember to pay something forward this week in all honesty, because there could be some people that are struggling harder right now than you are, and I'm pretty sure that's almost a guarantee, but I don't want to speak that right now into an existence because it's Monday and some of us don't like Mondays yet. Some of us are just now starting to find a reason to like Mondays. So let's keep the positivity going. I'm going to be working with birds this morning. They've decided to make their presence. So this week in your meta message, I will be giving you a couple of birds and the birds that could be warning you to a couple of different energies that could be coming for the warning, the reason, the awareness, the luck, or whatever it is that the bird comes with as they come in this week. What about you, Jane? What will you be doing for today's messages?
Well, I've been receiving downloads, so anything that just comes straight on through, of course, will come straight on through. But I decided I would go with the Denise Lynn, so I'm going to be working with the sacred forest. We're going to go into the forest. We're going to go. I got the sacred traveler because once and I got also have and portals, the sacred gateway. So and plus I've got, of course I have my Mary Magdalene over here, and I have the Sufi wisdom, and like my favorite, I've been using this deck for so long, and it's one of my favorites. So, and then I even have like some out of this world stuff, work your light. If anybody, if I get so inclined to be like, I get some Palladian or some sort of other energy, I don't know, we'll go there.
Mm, I
I
love
mean,
it. I love
yeah,
it. I love every single one of those decks. Oh man, and especially the Denise Lynn one. Oh my God, I love that deck.
I know.
I love it.
I can feel myself going into. That's what I do. Is I go into the sacred forest, the sacred forest one,
Absolutely,
and I look at where I find you. And
absolutely,
oh, and then I
absolutely.
do also I thought I have a charm bag here, and I might
Ooh.
possibly just see what the charms have to say. You
Oh,
know,
I love that. I love that. I also have a stone or something on top of. So, man, you guys are going to get one incredible message today. So, remember that these 10 messages have already been selected. Questions and me's are closed. We're going to start with letting Jane make the first couple of choices, and then I'll make a couple of choices. So, you don't know where you're going to end up at. We don't know who's first yet until we look at the list. We haven't even had a little peek yet. So, blessings, everybody. Hi, Silver. Hello, good morning. Grand Rising, Petey, Maruda. Oh my goodness, where's my thingy? I need my thingy. I got my thingy. Okay. Otherwise, I don't. I like the thingy. I don't know what it's called. The
I
thingy.
know it's a thingy.
Um, yeah, it's a right to not right now. It's a thingy. Miss Tarot D, blessings, blessings. Martha Bean, blessings. Oh, see there. See, I did something. I don't even know what I did.
Oh goodness
Um,
gracious!
I know. It's all my fault. Flower Beauty, good morning. Gypsy JJ, good morning. Nancy, good morning. Good morning. Plucky, good morning. Good morning. Rossi, good morning. Good morning. Ooh, Keela, good morning. Rossi, did I say good morning? Plucky, good morning.
Stylist.
Linda, good morning. Michelle Williams, good morning. Karen Johnson, good morning. Good morning. Lalima, good morning. Good morning. Gerald, good morning. Good morning, Gerald. Linda Gonzalez, good morning. Mary Lloyd, good morning. Oh my goodness, and the list goes on and on. Good morning, all you beautiful gems. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alrighty. I am just about ready. I have several birds that are here. I have several of my peoples in the team. We are ready to go. Are you ready to go, Jane?
Oh yes,
Absolutely. All right, let's take a sneak peek at our list.
I cannot see the list, so I asked
Okay,
the
so we
wizard.
have Rossi, Flower Beauty, Mary, Lloyd, Lady Silver, Lalima, Plucky, Karen Johnson, Linda, Miss Tarot D, Gypsy JJ.
Can we let's just this is going to sound really rude, but this is the truth. Can we go ahead and do Ms. Tarot D first? Because I know that they are lurking. Whoopsie.
Yes.
I shouldn't say that out loud. If they're
Yeah,
here.
I think they have this thing called a job. Some of
Yeah.
us have to have it. It just happens. But absolutely, like I said, we get to pick a couple, they get to pick a few. Da, da, da. All right, Miss Tarot D, you are up. Beautiful. Do you want to go first or second, Jane?
Oh, you can go. You can go. You go. Go ahead, because I know you got your thing. So go ahead.
I absolutely do. And Miss Tarot D, they want me to start you out with numero uno. Numero uno is the most gorgeous crystal right now that I am loving on. It is a honey calcite. I don't know if you have a honey calcite. It in the words of Gerald, purchase responsibly and all of that good stuff. But get some, get some honey calcite. Get some. Get some. All right. Meta message and everything else. Okay. All right. So, the birds that you could possibly be working with, and this comes in all forms. Remember how this goes. This could be in real life, this could be in a song, in a billboard, in a picture. in something passing by, in an image, a shadow, an unconventional way of seeing a bird. But your birds are parrot and peacock. Wow. Two beautiful, wonderful birds. And what they want you to understand about the peacock is you are beauty inside and out. You are the body, the mind, and the spirit. You are effortlessly charming. You are peacock. And that's peacock. And with parrot, they said, and by the way, it's 25 and 26 also. So literally, it's a direct message at that because they go in numerical order. So for parrot number 25, you get, you are dazzling. You are expressive. You are free spirited. You are a parrot. So maybe what they're trying to say when it comes in, and stop breaking agreements is paired with this, and it was in reverse. So maybe this is a hard lesson that was learned maybe as a child or somewhere in your life. Maybe I mean I've had them bad patterns and them bad tendencies and bad ways at points and times, and I broke them. So I don't think I know anybody that can ever say they didn't break a promise or an agreement to something, but yours is in reverse. So there's something here that maybe was the hard lesson that made you see I can't make those promises so easily anymore, right? Because they paired it with loving your body. So when you put these two together, it's because of something that could have possibly hurt in a time in your life where you were at a vulnerable stage where you absolutely needed it to happen. I'm not saying that to be cruel. I'm saying because the universe was shaking up your life for whatever reason, it was always for the best part of you, right? It was always about loving your body. It was about always turning this negative energy around and using it and being a part of loving your body, finding a way to embrace this kind of energy and seeing yourself as dazzling, as anything less is unworthy when it comes to a parrot. Your meta message is also absolutely gorgeous. So, what I see for your mind and for your crown, you got seer, right? Seer is always in the energy of understanding the bigger picture. It's not always friendly, it's not always easy, but it's absolutely what is needed to be seen. Whether it's a warning, whether it's a challenge, whether it's an awareness, whether it's a celebration, a blessing, however it needs to come. That's the power that the seer's mind has. They can go to them places and they can understand it. And your heart, you got needling with intentions, right? You got the eye of the needle. So everything you're doing in your heart is with good intentions. Every time you thread that needle and you start to make or crochet or do a whip stitch or do a quick patch or whatever it is that you're doing, you are threading that needle perfectly. You are making sure that everything that is received is only for the good of you and the good of your temple and honoring you right now. Down in your roots, you got hidden treasures in the shadows. You got the will of the wisp. So you've got the amazing powers to let the darker, beautiful fairies that only come out at night, right? They glow in the dark and they're gorgeous, and the singers and all of that, all those beautiful ones that love to work in the darker places, the places that lotus grow, the places that lilies are born, certain things that are only born in something that may be decaying, but because of death, you get rebirth. And you also get some of the most beautiful opportunities to grow things. Some things grow and they can't have light. And you understand that. And that's why your roots are healthy. And there's hidden treasures down there, little pieces of your soul that you don't let anybody just have because they're too precious. Only the ones that you're choosing to allow to come in is the reason that you got the peacock. The peacock is the reason you don't see his feathers dance all the time, only to a very select few. So keep honoring that peacock energy. Keep seeing yourself as something bedazzled, and understand that if they show up for you this week, know that they're coming in just as reminders of how much they love you and how much you are loving on you right now too. And that's the best thing for you for right now.
Beautiful. And I basically have the same message here because I because you kept talking about opportunity. So this is I'm going to read these backwards. They're going this way, but I'm going to read them this way, and I'm going to read them kind of differently. So you are learning you this week, or yeah, this week your meta messages to you are in a process of learning about an opportunity that will bring an opportunity. Look at that. You're in that beautiful opportunity bubble. Opportunity that is fulfilling. So you are going to learn about an opportunity that leads to your complete fulfillment. Um, and and I pulled a little charm for you, and the charm for you is the clock. So your
Aww.
little clock right here. So, and this is saying it's time. You don't need to hurry. You don't shouldn't it's just the time is right. The time will be good. The time will come when you will learn of the opportunity that will lead to fulfillment. And that is the message that the angels had for you today.
Oh wow, that
Thank
is
you very much.
beautiful.
I think it
That
went
is
real
beautiful.
I think it went really well with yours. There's that
Yes.
opportunity, man.
Man, these winds are so wicked here today. Wow, they are just intense.
Oh, really?
Yes, they are so intense. Okay, who would you like to do next, Miss Beautiful Jane? We have Rossi, Flower Beauty, Mary,
Oh, I love a
Silver.
Mary. Let's do a
Let's
Mary.
do the Mary. Let's do Mary. Mary Light. Mary Light.
Mary
Mary
Lloyd.
Light. Mary Light. Oh, okay.
All right. They're leading me a different direction. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Miss Tarot D.
What I miss? What I miss?
Miss Tarot D says, I was praying about this very message last night to my higher power. Wonderful to hear that my prayers were heard. This is such confirmation. Yeah, and
Yeah,
Hershe, yeah. And yeah. Well, good.
I love that.
That's why they told me. They were like, don't read it this way, the way they came out. You have to read it the other way. And then that the time card, the time trinket came out was, I thought, quite interesting. So anyway, go ahead, Mrs. Hershey.
Okie dokie. All right, Mary. So the birds that are going to possibly cross your path this week, if you need any kind of warning or an awareness or just some extra luck or some love or a message from a loved one of the two that could possibly pass by you is the sparrow. The sparrow says that you are engaging in humanity. You are a part of something great, whether you know it or not. You are very open. You are sparrow. It wants you to know that there's something enlightening that is en route. So if a sparrow crosses your path, that means something enlightening is en route to you. Now, that could be any number of things when it comes to enlightenment. There is no limitations when it comes to that word. So please don't put that word in a box and say, oh, well, it must mean this or it must mean this. Please don't do that. That could mean literally almost anything. Enlightenment comes with no limitations on how it comes. It comes, that is a balance word. It comes in ways that the word could be harsh, or that word could be loving and inspiring, or that word could be towering, or disheartening, or favorable and encouraging. It can come literally any way. So just understand that if a sparrow crosses your path, you could be being led to something to get the vibration up so that you can receive this enlightenment that will ultimately change your life if you receive it in the open way that the sparrow encourages you to do it. So I would say it's probably 7 out of 10 gonna be good. I mean, come on now, it's gotta be, right? Just saying, just don't put it in a box. Keep yourself open. A sparrow is always open. And it does feel like you are because they paired it with a grouse. Now, a grouse is one of those kind of birds that a lot of people don't hear about, right? It's not a very common bird, but it is a bird of power, right? A grouse is a powerful bird when it comes to instinct, pure instinct. This is like gut instinct on like a million kind of power. Like just like there's no way I just know it. I don't know how I know it. I just know it. That's not even my gut. I just know it. That is that grouse energy that they paired this sparrow with. So I want to say that it is going to be good enlightenment. You are being blessed by the power of instinct when I come for you. I am reverberation. I am energy of the dance of light and good. I am grouse. So what I need you to understand is that that kind of blessing coming from above is wonderful. These are very good. They paired it with stepping into the unknown and contemplating life, death, and beyond. That is the energy that they paired the two birds with. So that literally could go either way. When you have death, not always physical, it's always got a rebirth to it, right? When you have a tower moment, there's some kind of rebirth to it. There's some kind of grow up and there's some type of glow up. You will grow enlighteningly and sometimes in balance to where you find a way to transmute pain. When I seen your meta message, it kind of makes sense that they would send such powerful things going on because you've got a soul retrieval for your crown energy, right? So in your mind, you're welcoming all kinds of healing right now. Even if it's not a healing you were expected, that's why they're pairing it with it. And I completely forgot to tell you that they also paired you with a coin. So designate a coin for yes and no and keep it in your pocket, your bra, your purse, your wallet, whatever, and use just that coin for them little crazy little simple answers that might make you want to go left instead of right. But that makes sense with it being this kind of energy, the soul retrieval kind of energy, right? You're ready for the whole healing, right? Like you've done a lot of work in your roots, because I'm going to jump down to there before I even look at your heart, because in your root, you got the luminous warrior. So that is a person that has healed. They're not completely 100, but they're also not at a point where they're recognizing themselves as just a survivor or just a victim. They're doing so much more. They're living so much more in their life. There's so much more than what they was. There's so much more than what they lived through, what they experienced. And you recognize that within yourself, obviously, right? Because you got soul retrieval in your head, in your crown, and you got luminous warrior in your root. In the middle, you got ego sublimation in reverse. Ain't having it. That ego ain't having it. That's shattered. It's out of here. It's done. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of healthy ego, pride, curiosity, and it looks like you're learning to keep that in check. And that is a beautiful place for your heart, because there's nothing wrong with a healthy curiosity. There's nothing wrong with happy accidents. There's nothing wrong with trying new things. How will you know if you like it or if you don't like it? If it fits, if it don't fit? if you don't try it. So absolutely keep shattering those super egos, that ridiculous pride. Find that little thin line and you're balancing it and you're walking that tightrope like a champ. So it looks really good. Enjoy this week and I will see you next week.
Very good. Yeah. And Mary, for what I got for you is I got the way of faith. Let faith be your guide. This is from my Sufi wisdom, and it says, when faith becomes all love, we enter into greatness from the source, and we spread to love to all of life. Then we live in abundance. So they want you to live in abundance and remember that you, I hate to say that you like, I mean, that we are deserving of these things for ourselves. It's not like I deserve this and I deserve that and I deserve that. But I mean, it's that message that we are enough and we deserve to at least say to ourselves that, I'm enough and I'm great and I can do this. So they want you to really have faith in the way that you do things and the way that you see the world. And it says, when you surrender your heart, clues and the guidelines to follow them will appear along the way. Bring your dream into reality. Have faith in what you're doing. The mantra is, I have faith in my power to face the unknown. I have full assurance that I am not making a mistake, nor am I afraid of making one if I so do. And then that was with Mary Magdalene. And it says, Mary Magdalene says, the calling, you are beckoned. Answer the call. Don't ignore it. The opportunity may not come again. Listen and act. And it's just the calling. You are being called to assist in this great work of restoring balance to your community and your tribe. So not only like your real community, the community in which you live, but also your spiritual community, your tarot community, all that thing. So you are, but don't and don't ever think that you aren't a part of this community or any community. And so what you are being asked to do is to unite people and bring them together, which explains this mushroom that I got for you. The mushroom is about union, and it's all about that union, bringing people together, and that's what I see you doing, Mary. Just answering the call, having your faith, not wavering in your faith. I mean, there's a lot of orbs around you. There's a lot of orbs. There's a lot of energy and protection. So don't be afraid to answer the call when Mary Magdalene calls. And that's what I have for you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That was a gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful. Rossi. Rossi. Rossi, 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 Rossi.
You got me singing it too.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So, Rossi, this week, 2 possible birds that could cross your path is the robin The robin is about a new beginning and being invigorative about this new beginning. It's about going upward and forward. You can do them both. You are a robin. And the other one that could possibly cross your path this week is a waxwing. You are okay, I'm going to spell it. Y'all know I suck with some words here. So it's RECIPROCITY. And it also says you are a joyful indulgence. You are unmasking and you are a waxwing. So that reciprocity word, that's
Oh
got
my
to be a
God.
good one.
I was just singing that song about reciprocity this
Yes,
morning.
that's the word.
Reciprocity, when you're good to mama. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's the word, right? So you are all of them things, right? So the energy that they paired with them is about relinquishing control and minimizing guilt. So these are two wonderful energies when you are working in that subconscious and unconscious area, right? You're realizing that guilt is not always guilt. Sometimes it's shame. Sometimes it's somebody else's blame completely and not yours. So when you start minimizing it from yourself, and you put it in its place and you put ownership where it goes, you start finding out that there's a lot of differences and a lot of different emotions. So both of these kind of animals, both of these kind of spirit energies, both of these kind of birds are about bringing in change. They want to go up and forward. They don't always want to go up. Sometimes they got to go forward. You have to gain ground while you're rising. So remember, kind of do it in vertically, or at an incline or whatever. Don't just always go straight up and don't always go forward. Remember to do them both in balance. Your meta message is kind of going around the same thing, right? So in your crown area in your mind, you've got a vision quest going on, and I feel like it's happening a lot, maybe even in your dreams. Like maybe it's even a kind of a distracting dream, right? This doesn't always mean that it is the greatest of dreams. This always doesn't mean it couldn't be the downright night terror, right? It could be a reoccurring dream, right? It doesn't have to be like one of what they call like a vivid dream or necessarily black and white. Sometimes it can be reoccurring, or sometimes it can be a damn night terror, or sometimes it can just be somewhere over the damn rainbow, right? But I feel like this is something that's going on in a REM state kind of issue, right? And it could be the reason why they paired it with pyrite, right? Sometimes a lot of people get fooled very easily when it comes to pyrite. It's considered fool's gold for a reason, right? So maybe the dreams are trying to literally take you to obnoxious places to get you to maybe see something outside of a place maybe you're not comfortable with. So maybe the dreams are literally there for a reason because they paired it in your heart with blade. So there's something that needs to be cut off, right? And they're pairing it with this kind of energy. I feel like this is like you're choosing the afflame, you're choosing the weapon to use to cut off what is no longer serving you. So this is a great personal defense tool for ourselves when we use it in the correct way, but make sure you understand what the visions are that you're understandingly going through. They could be completely 2097 CGI sci-fi imagery of something that happened in the 60s, the 50s, the 70s, the 80s. So understand that it could be an incredibly extreme graphic situation, good or bad. But when you're on those kind of quests in a REM state, that's the best part. Literally, that's the best part. You get to explore in safe ways. So just hold on to your Sandman's hand and enjoy it because they paired it in your roots with sky dancers. Sky Dancers is about already understanding the surrender. Give in to the dreams. Surrender to yourself in those dreams. Find out what it is that they're really trying to show you, and understand that whatever it is that needs to be removed doesn't deserve to go forward with you. And that's the message I got for you, sweetie.
Yeah, that's good. Because I mean, right here, I almost was started flipping up cards when you were saying words, because all the words that you were saying are on my cards, kind of, except
Oh,
for one.
wow. Oh,
I
wow.
mean, because you were talking about change. This card is change. The dragonfly spirit is all about change. That's is a 12, which is a 3. I don't know what that, but at any rate, so I wanted to say that yes, there is some big changes that are coming. With those changes, there's uncertainty. Okay, if we knew absolutely everything that was going to happen in our life and exactly the way it was going to go, why live a life? It's life is really about the uncertainty of it all, and that constant puzzle that we're trying to figure out. And I see in is it Mabon with the maypole? I mean, I get here the it's not Astara, I think it's Mabon, but anyways, spirit guardian of spring activation. So I think that in the spring, and I wanted to say Mabon, but I don't think so. I think in the spring, possibly, that this, I feel like you're gonna level up. There's some sort of leveling up that you're doing. You're getting an activation. It's like the codes, the things that you've been downloading all this time are going to get activated. Like right now, you may be uncertain of these things. You don't know where they are, but when they get activated, that's when it really brings in the bee spirit, which is prosperity. And that's with the prosperity of mind, prosperity of knowing things. Prosperity isn't necessarily a financial, prosperity. There's a lot of different kinds of prosperity, and they're kind of wanting to make that a point, is what I'm hearing. But definitely prosperity, and if you plant flowers or put out, you know, things that help the bees, then that's just going to help everything continue on. And then I got the bottle for you, and the bottle is all about longing. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do, anyway. So it's that longing, it's that saving time in a bottle. And I say, let that cork out and let it fly. Let it fly, because when you get activated, that brings in the prosperity and the change. And that's what I have for you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. Okie dokie. So, Miss Jane, it's your turn. We have Lady Silver, Flower Beauty, Lalima, Plucky, Karen Johnson,
I say let
Linda.
the man behind the man behind the curtain decide.
Oh, okay. Man behind the curtain, will you choose the next one? Is the man behind the curtain going to choose? Who will he choose?
Maybe the man behind the curtain's taking a break.
He could be.
I mean, he's allowed. Okay, but I don't know who. I don't know. Um, no, he's got to be there. Okay, just anyone. There you go.
Oh, there. See, we got it.
Okay, there we go. Gypsy JJ.
Gypsy JJ.
Gypsy JJ.
Gypsy JJ.
Oh yeah, Gypsy JJ. I've been hearing songs all day long. I was just with Gerald and Nancy, and so many songs were like, it was crazy.
Mm. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. So your stone for the week is the Blue kunzite. And your birds for the week that could possibly cross your path are wonderful. So, possibly crossing your path this week could be a starling. You are gathering with like minded individuals. You are an expansion of ideas already created. You are a catalyst in a lot of areas. You are a starling. The other bird that could possibly cross your path in a variety and a plethora of forms would be a pelican. And a pelican says, the pelican says, you are positive and productive. You are effortless in a tough situation. You are an abundance in a resource of knowledge. You are a pelican. So with both of them coming in being an abundance of knowledge, having resources, and having the ability that comes with the starling of understanding, sometimes just understanding things, understanding that, there's more than one side to every story. Sometimes a lot of people don't get that. They get one side and that's it and they go with it, but you're maybe just a little bit more thoughtful in the path of knowing that maybe there is more than one. Maybe life has taught you that. The energies that they came with, that paired with the birds for you, was temper your criticism is in reverse. So having that in reverse is almost like when we recognize something and we take full ownership about something, and we realize that maybe sometimes we can get unfriendly with energies, and then we can get really good at being unfriendly in some of those energies. Once we outgrow that, we look back at ourselves, and well, once we get past the distaste, sometimes, like, I can't believe I actually was like that, or I can't believe I actually did that. When you be that honest with your ownership, to have temper your criticism in reverse, that's like getting a goddamn trophy. Like, here's your award. Like, really, that is a great accomplishment when it comes to shadow work, subconscious. That is something when you have transmuted pain into literally rainbows and buttons. There's no way it can be used against you now. This is literally finding everything that was ugly, totally turning every piece of that into a beautiful garden, into something worthy. That is grounding yourself. They paired it with grounding yourself. This is one of the most humbling things we can do when we come to honoring our body, our vessel, our temple, ourself, so that we can do it and pay it forward for others. Your meta message is in your mind, in your crown. You got straddling worlds. You are wandering between realms, right? So this is an honorable place to be, right? This is that kind of statement that says that with more power comes more responsibility, right? When you're straddling more than one world, one parallel, one realm, you are honoring and paying honor to those other realms. You're accepting them, they're accepting you. There is a beautiful situation, a bridge being built. No longer is it troubled water. I want to have this in my life. I need a part of this to be in my heart when I make thoughtful and heartfelt decisions, even if it's a hard decision. Not everyone can be easy, but you can understand that when you can look at it from different angles, from different places, different perspectives, right? In your heart, you got repairing, right? This is my favorite. This is my Calgon, carry me away, right? This is, I am done. I keep my heart clean. I don't worry about. This is that duck that never gets wet because they let the ugly roll off their back. That is a good thing to have in your heart. That is wonderful. Down in your roots, you got a balancing act. You got dancing on one foot. You got the elementals down there getting them roots together, healing it from the roots. The sun can only heal so much up the top. You've got to heal them roots because the sun can't reach down there. But you got this. You got them elementals doing their thing. You're trusting in a process and a system that's showing you they got your back in abundance. So it looks really good for you. I hope you have a really good week.
That's a beautiful message. And again, we're tracking, but you know what? Is anybody surprised? Okay. Um, so because okay, they're having me not read these cards in order again. So there is okay. So there is this big letting go. There, like Hershe was talking about at one point. She was talking about this letting go that we have to do, and I'm going to tell you that letting go with positive intention, you know, sending them on their way with, you know, with just truth, love, and light, or just burn that bridge. It doesn't matter. Let go of what's no longer serving you. But yes, use the positive intention and your truth. I want you to stand in your truth and feel good about what words come out of your mouth and the thoughts that you think and the way that you process things. It's just stay in truth and positive intention. What was the other card? Yeah, and letting go of what no longer serves you, which leads to ultimate fulfillment. Okay. So you've got that opportunity for fulfillment. And you know, it's scary when you learn the truth about all of the things that you need to let go of, and then you got to let go of them with positive intention, but don't worry about it because it's going to bring you fulfillment and inner peace. And then the sorry, I'm not going to pull any more of those. You're I could just keep going for days. They just keep telling me stories, you know. You got the cicada. Now, here's the thing about the cicadas. You know, there's not cicadas. There's like the 7-year cicada, the 13-year cicada. I don't know. There might be yearly cicadas. I don't know that much about cicadas, but I know that they go down underneath and they're down there for like 13 years or whatever. So really the cicada, when you think about it, it's all about transformation, because when they come back up after they've been down there for 13 years, but you know, and with the information that was passed on to them, and then they come back up and the world has changed, you know, it's like so that's where you need to find that inner peace, that fulfillment, that, you know, letting go of what no longer serves you with positive intention. It is because you are going through a big transformation. And that is not a bad thing.
Oh, never. Never, never,
Never,
never.
never.
Never. All right. All right. All right, man behind the curtain. Who is next? Who is next? Who is next? Lady Silver. Lady Silver. And beautiful gems, if you wouldn't mind, you know, make sure you're doing all of the YouTubey things that you are, you know, if you're so moved, there are links posted. Share the love, do all the YouTubey things. Lady Silver, so you get the Angel Aura Stone, right? So Angel aura is about keeping yourself in check, or at least it is for me, right? I have a really thick crystal dictionary, and when it talks about the angel aura, it talks about the different ways to look at it, right? You can look through this stone, and as long as you're holding it with pure intentions about what your heart looks like, you can put it to a natural light source, look into it, and you can see the light that protects your heart, what people see, what they receive about you. So these I call self-check stones. They're gorgeous crystals. They're incredibly powerful. And, I just happen to like mine that it's hand carved in the shape of a moon. I'm a moon child. Works great, right? Because I can always throw it in my pocket and I can always throw it up at a natural light and make sure that I'm putting my best self out there for everybody. My most authentic self, and even if I'm dead ass wrong, y'all know I am woman enough to say, hey, I made a mistake. This is my self check to make sure that I am honest, not brutally, horribly honest, trying to hurt your feelings. I used to be, but I don't have to be. And it's because of stuff, knowing that this keeps me in check. So maybe it's just that simple. Sometimes we have to rein ourselves in. And this is the kind of stone that you want to use when it comes to shadow work, when you want to rein yourself in, because it has dual purposes when you're working with angels and angel aura crystals. Your meta message is absolutely wonderful, I will just say, because you have three birds coming in, Silver. You have three absolute wonderful, wonderful birds coming in. You have a great message. The birds that are starting you off is a rooster, right? The wrong book. Where is my bird book? Okay, gotcha. Here it is. Rooster. Rooster, rooster, rooster. I love roosters. I love that they wake things up. They get the farm moving. They make sure everything is going right, right? You are an internal poetry and potential waker upper, literally. You are the conception of morning. You are the dawn's trumpet through the herald. You are a rooster. You have acknowledgments within yourself that you utterly just know. Like a rooster, how do they know to always crow just before dawn? How? How do they always know it? Even when they can't see the sun, even when they can't see the sun whatsoever, it's programmed in them. So that is an incredible, powerful bird that comes in. Your other one is the woodpecker, one of my favorites. You are wonderful at captivating sound and creating it. You can also, through sound, create energy of vibration. You have a way to find connection with wood. You are a woodpecker. You have a heartbeat inside of you that is very unique that only the woodpeckers carry. This is something I know personally, whether it's a red-headed woodpecker to the spotted woodpeckers to all the different beautiful types of woodpeckers that we have here in the North Americas or in the hemisphere that we live in, right? They travel. They like to travel, believe it or not. They like to fly long distances. So understand that the vibrations, the sounds that you carry are all about good things. You can lift things up with good vibrations. There's something going on about breaking an addiction. It's in reverse. So you're breaking it, but it's in reverse. So sometimes maybe you pull it back. And when I asked if that was the case, it's a yes. So sometimes when they say you have to let go and let God, or you have to just let it go and give it away, and every time you pull it back and you take it back, the blessings stop. They stop working on the healing. They stop working on the receiving it because you took it back from them. You didn't think they had the ability to do it. So what they want you to understand is this time, mean it. You hold on to it as long as you think you need to. But next time you let it go, convince yourself It's a yes, and it is for your best effort. Don't take it back this time. Your meta message is about marking a trail when it comes to your crown, to your mind, right? This is a revelation. This is a opening of something, right? This is a trail of brand new place that you have never been, right? This is unmarked. You have to find it. This is that beaten path that's waiting for you, right? This is stones balanced together that looks like a path between light, right? It's an obstacle illusion for you for now until you mark it. Once you mark it, they paired it with Holy Mountain in your heart. This is something that you know you're meant to do. So absolutely get out there and do it. And your third bird is the hummingbird. So they are putting the hummingbird as your root and also as an extra bird for luck. Hummingbirds bring luck when you least expect it and when you most need it. There is a beautiful amount of an amazing good luck factor and charm that pops up when it shows up in the root. So this is something foundationally that you need for the structure of your roots, but it is all in favor of you because it is the hummingbird and it is about luck. And that's what I've got for you this week.
No, that sounds good. Okay, I'm going to read my trinket first because this explains some things to me because I didn't know why I was led to where I was led for you, Lady Silver. But so the charm that I got for you is rune, and this in rune it is all about ancestral knowledge. Okay, ancestral knowledge is what the rune is. So what I am telling you, what came up in the cards for you might possibly be some ancestral knowledge for you. I don't know, for entertainment purposes only, but I'm like, why am I going here? I don't understand. But they tell me where to go and I follow. And so I got the Pleiades double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Because if you ever wondered, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? Did I find the right thing? Well, it's we all have these missions, and we talked about. I think Hershe said something earlier, or I don't know, maybe I was just thinking about it earlier, is that we all chose to be here at this time and we all took on jobs. And not everybody believes that, and I understand that. But it looks like your mission was this double mission to channel and uplift humanity. And the way that you're going to do it, the second card that they gave you from a different deck, is the solar light upgrade. So your solar plexus chakra is going to get a huge upgrade, and it's with inner fire and willpower. So that's how you are going to channel and uplift humanity. They're going to give you the energy to do it. They're going to give you a solar plexus upgrade, which, and you can ask Metatron to come in and clean up, charge your chakra, maybe help you work with that solar plexus chakra. And not only did we get the Pleiades here with this double mission, and I'm wondering if the double mission, and I don't know whether you believe in this stuff or not, but it's just here. Take what you want, leave what you don't. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. So even if you can't take the other part of it, I think the message is the same for anybody. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. And don't forget, you're going to get a nice solar upgrade, possibly maybe in the during the eclipse. I'm not positive of anything, but yeah, double mission. You're here to uplift and carry us all through. So I thank you for choosing this mission. And that's what I
Right. Absolutely. Jane, we are at 59 minutes. Are you okay?
Yeah, well, yeah. How many do we have left? I'm okay. Whatever you
I
need to
have
do.
I have 5 left, and I'm going to right after them. I am headed backstage to meet Petey.
Right. Right. Yes, I knew you were going to do that, so I didn't want to keep you from
Right, I've
Petey.
got 5 left. They're gonna be just regular meta messages. They're the same. They're the same, but you know,
Okay.
you okay? Still on time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll condense.
Okay. Flower Beauty, you are up. Flower Beauty, you got the blue Kutzite. No, I don't have. I wasn't saying condense like that, Jay. I was just saying the stack. There was a card missing, and it's on energy, so it's just they dropped an energy card. Um, Flower Beauty, you got Lark. Lark is you. You are tuned in to the cosmos. You are full of manifestation. You are also full of harmony. You are a lark. And the other one you got is number 5. And number 5 is one of my favorites. It's a condor. Condors are about transformation, resurfacing, and accepting. This is a bird about rebirth. This is a bird that comes back to life just like a phoenix does when we need it. But when it comes back with the energy of like a wraith, right? Do no harm against the innocents, but standing for something that maybe got took from somebody else, and you are able to help them stand in that with that kind of energy. You can help them stand for what they believe in because maybe you understand that you might have been them at that age and nobody helped stand with you. But when you let this kind of contour energy come in, you're allowing yourself to also stand with someone else that needs somebody to believe in them, right? And the energy that they paired them with is nobling your soul, right? That's why they paired it with condoring, right? Because that kind of bird is about transformation and becoming something. Like Maya Angelou says, and I still rise. She always rose, no matter what. Your meta message is kind of a little bit up in the air, right? You got refusing the call. You got dream thief in your root, right? I mean, in your crown going on up here, right? So I wonder what's going on there when you're refusing something. Is it something that just doesn't feel right now? Is it something maybe that you're allowing fear to become part of the process? Either way, you really need to understand that it is for your best, your highest, and all of that. Like there is going to be a consequence, right? This is understanding that your choice doesn't have a consequence. Even though you could be refusing it right now because it doesn't feel right now, if it's meant for you, it's going to happen and there's no consequence to it, right? So enjoy it as much as you can. In the energy of your roots, you got the cross. So just hold on to what you believe in and trust the process. It's not comfortable always the first few times, but I promise you, you'll find a way to make it fit if it's meant to be for you. And that's what I've got for you.
Yeah, and Hershey, to go with what you were saying, the first thing I think it's anxiety because I have a tooth. And so the tooth represents anxiety. Also in our in our dreams, if we grind our teeth, but sometimes I have dreams about my teeth crumbling, and that's
Mm-hmm.
all anxiety. So, and then the cards that I got for you, the message that I got for you, they want me to give it to you in such a way because I pulled 4 cards, but 2 and 2 mean the same thing. So I have refuge and sanctuary. So in order for you to calm down this anxiety that you have here is to just go into take refuge and sanctuary and really think and do whatever it is that you do that brings in clarity for you, that relieves your anxiety. But go into that sanctuary and that refuge, because there, what's going on, what the anxiety is all about, is that you're having a big change and transformation. So, so it's almost like Superman had to go into the phone booth. If you're 100 years old like me, that other people don't. But so it is. It's about going into that refuge so that you can change and leave that anxiety behind, and knowing that the only constant is change. And that's what I got
Every
for you.
time. Every time. Every time. All right, Flower. I hope that helps you, sweetheart. All righty. Who is next? Beautiful man behind the stage, Lalima.
Lalima, Lalima.
All right, Lalima, Lalima. All right, Lalima. So, you got two birds, and the first one they want you to pay attention and look for is the goose, right? And it's definitely that time for them to start flying, right? So, be on a quest. You are always on a quest. You are always searching for something new. You are always an adventurous hero in the end. You are goose. They paired that with another bird that is incredibly powerful. They paired it with a heron, right? Oh my God, I freaking love herons and cranes. I freaking love them, right? You are meditation, you are beauty and balance. You are calm centered in your own universe. You are a herring. So understand that these two birds work in self reliance strongly. That is a beautiful place to be. And they paired it with transforming anger, and it is an emphatic no. So, whatever it is that you're wanting to possibly do with anger or was happening with anger, absolutely stop doing it. Emphatically, it is detrimental. So, even if it is just the fact that you've learned to control your anger a little more, continue telling yourself no sometimes. Sometimes no is a complete sentence and it has no other, it means nothing else other than just no. There's nothing bad about it. There's nothing good. It's just no. It's just no. Your meta message. Oh, you got the giveaway card. Hey, hey, you got the giveaway card. So what I want you to understand is you got the giveaway card and it's in the heart position. So this is an actual physical gift. This isn't just good thoughts and blessings from your head or something you create or cook or bake in your hands. This is in your heart. So this is a gift that you actually give away. They also wanted you to know that they paired it with the honey calcite. The honey calcite is incredibly powerful and very, very, very much a great stone for balance. Your mind, you got preparations come with flourishing, right? You have to finish them thoughts fully, right? When you're writing something or when you're baking something or cooking something or creating something, you have to start it, you have a middle, and you have an ending. So you make sure that you bring something all the way to flourishing, right? And it will have some kind of net value at the end of it, but you got to bring it all the way to flourishing. In your heart, you got the giveaway. So somewhere in this week, you're going to meet someone, or maybe you've already met them, and you're going to gift them something from the heart. Doesn't have to mean that you are sure they're even going to like it. It's the fact that whoever you gift it to, they know that it came from your heart and they're going to love it and they're going to treasure it no matter what it is. It could be a cup of coffee. It could be a meal. It could be anything. A book. It could be anything. In your roots, you got cosmic mushroom going on, right? Cosmic mushroom is about understanding the matrix. It's about understanding that everything is very intricate and everything has its place. You know how to get through it. You know how because it's yours. It's your matrix, it's your creations, it's your roots. And you keep it utmostly clean. You can't have that kind of galactic power when it comes to the matrix if you're not keeping it clean, because you could end up anywhere. So you make sure that you keep it clean and you keep it together. And that's the message that I got for you this week.
Very good. And yeah, is it Holly or Holy? Happy Holly. Holy Holly. um, it's the Hindu. I forgot
Oh,
which one.
okay.
I don't think it's the color one, but anyway, I'm not sure. What I got is that they want to remind you that you are like a unicorn. There's only one of you, and you are purely you. Okay? So there's only one of you, and it's you are you in your purity. You are purely you, and you are to stand in your truth. Yes, I am a unicorn. There is no one like me. Take it or leave it. But you can really woo the birds over, but the birds are coming to you because you're being truthful. And when you stay in your truth, when you have the courage to stay in your truth and be truthful, then that brings about love. The wild rose fairy. So, even buy yourself some roses so that, and have if you're not allergic, maybe put some roses in your house to help bring up this energy of what you're going through, of being courageous and true to yourself, because you are a unicorn and you're doing all these things, and we're going to live in love because that's what we come here. We aren't, we aren't human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. There, that's what I got for you.
I love it. I love it. Alrighty. Plucky.
Okay.
Plucky, plucky, plucky.
Same thing.
All right. Plucky, for you, I got the first one is duck. Duck, duck, goose. Okay. So, duck. You are cathartic. You have depth. You are fluidity. You are duck. You don't get wet. I love it. I literally was just saying something about duck this morning, about being a duck and letting stuff roll off your back. That's why they never
Yep.
get wet when they land in the water. This is so good, so good, so good. So wonderful for you. I absolutely love this energy for you. They paired it with chickadee, right? Chickadee is also all about understanding unyielding energy, right? Just literally fearless truth, honest. This is an unyielding energy. You are boldness in the form of inspiration. You are guided purpose. You are chickadee. You have the ability to understand things in ways that other people can't even fathom or begin to believe to see until maybe you put a little glimmer of inspiration in their mind, in their eye, in their ear. You whisper an idea to them, and it just literally takes off like an ivy. And it's just next thing you know, it's gorgeously vined on a wall, and it's taking care, and it's providing shade, and it's doing what it's supposed to. They paired it with rebirth, experiencing rebirth. This kind of energy paired with them about inspiration, being bold, having tenacity, and just really looking fear down the damn barrel and saying, I'm not scared of you anymore. Let's dance. They also want you to understand your meta message is just a little bit about resourcefulness. I mean, literally. They gave you literally the horned cactus in your crown area, and they want you to know that they paired it with pyrite for a reason. This lets you know that you can't be fooled. You have protection. This is so much stronger than gold could ever be, right? You are resourcefulness. You know what it's like. You, in your heart, you've got a sacred contract going on, right? You've got something that you vow and you love and you cherish and you honor to the depth of you. What they got going on and they want you to explore about your roots is two different things, and it's real simple. Call in for your coyotes and that kind of energy and explore your ancestors a little more. There's something that you need to deep dive about your ancestors, and that's what I got for you this week, sweetie.
Very good. Yeah, and they're just showing me. I got so door to the infinite. So if you see a door, open it. You see a portal, open it. I love doors and portals, and I always carry my key. So I think they want you to, for some reason they showed me my key, so I'm not sure why. But when you open the door to the infinite, then that brings in the light, and with the light, you receive success, successfully connecting to your light and to joy. So this is what you are to do, is to um, connect all sides of you. It's like go through the portal, bring in the light, and then you'll have joy and success. It's like there's these steps that you're supposed to take, and I'm not exactly sure how to get there, but I think if I give you know that'll help you. And it might be because I get the mushroom again, which is all about union. So it might be something that you're doing with somebody else that brings joy and success. So I'm not positive about that, but if you get offered a door, open it.
Absolutely. I love doors and keys. Oh, I literally got goosies everywhere. I love getting the goosies.
Yeah,
I love that. Like literally, like I was like, yes. Absolutely. Open them doors. Oh my
yeah.
God. And don't close them all the way. Leave them cracked.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
you know, you don't want to close the door on fun all the time. Sometimes you got to let it down. You got to let your hair down a little bit. So always keep a back door sometimes, especially if it's fun.
Yeah.
It's the best part. I love that.
Karen.
Woo-wee! Karen, are you still with us, beautiful Karen?
I'm sure she is. Let's see.
I hope so. And we have Linda after Karen, if Karen is still with us. Karen, are you
Okay.
still with us, sweetie? Plucky said, "Oh, I just bought me a lovely little piece of pyrite. Ooh, you're so purchase
Cool.
responsibly. Where's Gerald at? No, I'm just
Yeah,
talking
right?
mess. Hi, Karen.
Purchase.
She says, I'm here. Hi, Karen, sweetheart.
Yay.
So I have some wonderful birds for you. The first one is the falcon. You get the falcon. You are forging ahead. You have spotted the prize. You are the trumpet, and there's no stopping you. Period. You are the falcon. You are quick action always when it's needed. Falcons are so incredibly powerful, and that is so wonderful to have coming in for you this week. The other one is one of my favorites, a mockingbird. You have complexity when it comes to expression. You have the song of darkness as well as open minded light. You are fully open. You are Mockingbird. This is so beautiful, right? A mockingbird and a falcon, like score, like touchdown. Hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? Like, yes, absolutely. That is just wonderful. They paired that with relieving anxiety and listening to your intuition. These are both, again, excellent energies, especially when it comes to listening to your intuition and finding that way to relieve anxiety, right? Not everybody can find that way to relieve it. They get stuck with it somehow. It hangs in off their hip, it's on the back of their shoulder, it's on the back of their neck somewhere, it's on the back of their calf. You found a way to get it all the way on the outside of you. That is beautiful. Your meta message in your root, in your mind, in your crown, you got the fates, you got skywriting going on, right? So you are literally in a place in your mind where you are creating things that you know are for your future self. For your future self. I apologize for that. You are working on something that is for your highest and your best benefit. So, what I want you to do as you hold on to that is write it down, not just in the sky, and don't just speak it into existence. Absolutely write it down in a journal and then make it a goal. And then I want you to stretch the goal. I don't want you to make a new goal. I want you to stretch that goal. And then I want you to stretch it again. Stay within that goal until it's completely finished and you can't stretch it anymore. Then you close that door completed and you move on to the next one and you write it down. Once you speak it into existence, once you write it in the sky and you stretch it and you stretch it and you stretch it till you can't stretch it no more. Don't open too many at the same time. That's when we get lost sometimes and we have to rein ourselves in. Absolutely understand that that's why you also got it paired in your heart with the fortune's wheel, right? This is about luck, but it's also about timing and it's also about right and wrong. You got to have all of that, right? Because that's what life is. Life is just. So when you're thinking about this kind of energy in your heart with things that you're speaking into existence from your mind, don't forget to water your roots though, because you got water in your roots. So it wasn't in reverse. You're not drowning them, but don't forget to water them, because if you don't water them, you know what happens to dry roots. And that's the message I got for you this week, sweetie.
Very good. And Karen, for you, I got how do you say this? Mintakan? Mina Minata
Minnetonkan? Minnetonkan?
Is that if that's who that is? Minnetonkan, yes. Minnetonkan. Longing for home, belonging the original light workers. So you are one of those, and I know that you do go up into the astral realm, and it's because you're one of the original ones that did, and that they want you to know that and have faith in that. And then I get the Palladian activation coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. So this is all going to be coming into your purview. You're gonna see this all and you're gonna go, oh, that's what that was. And what that helps you do, it helps you with your ancestral realm, karmic releases, heal the lineage, and put up those boundaries, which I also wanted to talk to you about. Boundaries. Make sure that when you're going into these energies that you are putting on your protection. They just wanted me that you're setting the boundaries and putting on the protection. I know you know all that, but for some reason they had me say that to you again. And then on the bottom, I got the Merkaba activation, transcendent ascension. You are rising up. So this is what's happening to you. If you have felt differently about things, you're like, what's going on? Well, you are the oracle and you are you are rising. So, oh, and then the trinket I got for you is the bird skull. And that's lovely, but anyway, it means the past. So that's why I say when I looked at these cards, I was like, I think that you're one of the original, and they're showing you the past. You were in the past. You were in these places. Okay. And that's what I got.
Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, I love it. Linda, are you here, love? Linda is our last one, guys. Linda, are you still with us, love?
Thought I saw her fairly recently.
Let's give her just a few seconds. Yes, she's here. Okay, good. Okay, Linda, I have an incredible couple of birds coming through for you, right? For one, I was wondering who was going to get the infamous bluebird, and it's you, my love. You get the blue jay. You get the blue of the presence of the sky and the reflection of the water. You have become more than just survival. You have bold and blind ambition. You are the blue jay. This is so wonderful to have this, not just to rub in Gerald's face that you got a bluebird and he doesn't, but what you can honor is that when a blue jay starts squawking, there's something bigger in the area and it didn't come to play with people, it's coming to hunt. It's also a very good warning and it's got a beautiful song early in the mornings. The other one that's coming through for you, again, one of my hearts, my babies, the raven. This is wonderful. You are the magician. You are the missing piece in everyone's puzzle. You have connection inside connectivity. You are the raven. You are mystery. You are so much more, right? The raven is a good, bad, and everything in between when it comes to the messages it's capable of carrying because of the lengths and depths it can go through. So imagine how high it can soar and how low it can come to save you when you need to be lifted. So call on them ravens, call on them blue jays when you need a warning that something's coming for you or in your area, or if you've got yourself so low that you can't pick yourself up, call for them ravens because that raven can come that low and lift you right up into everything that you are connected to because you are connection within connectivity, right? In your meta message, though, honey, they really only want me focusing on your roots, right? That's literally the only placement that you got. Everything else is just energy, right? Middle world and taming the wind, right? We know we can't rope the wind, but we can learn to taper it in ways that we can use it. We can use it in wind force. We can use it in moving things and objects, right? So the energy that they're running you to remember is that you may not be able to rope the wind, but you can find ways to tame it and the middle world, right? That is your power within. And they paired that with the moon, the angel aura moonstone, right? So it's about self checking, self control, self knowing, because this changes. Put it in natural light. And if your mood ain't right, this is the best moonstone and moon ring you could ever have. It will let you know if you need to get you together. But what they want me to let you know is that in your roots, you got root girl, right? You are healing. You are doing necessary work to remove that disowned version of you that you no longer want to be seen as, right? That you no longer want people to remember you by. They want you to start saying good things first, right? So this is how you do it. This is the energy that you do it with. This is the self kind of control and check you need every day because Lord knows I do. And this is the energy you need to remember. The middle world here, not up there, not down there, right here, current, present. Stop trying to rope the wind. Learn how to use it to your advantage. And that's the message I got for you.
Lovely. Yeah. What I'm seeing here for you, Linda, is uh, I'm seeing some growing pains, and but even the reason why I say pains, because it says growing and then we see roses, but roses have thorns. So it's just sort of, so this to me, with the other cards that I'm seeing, and I might come up with something different, but I read intuitively. So there's been some growing pains, I'm going to say, some little thorns. So, and where you had, so just seek comfort. And I mean, this is an angel deck, but the comfort is there for you. That's why we have a guardian angel. We have our own higher self that can comfort us, or what, just self-soothing. you know just know that the growing pains are there. Seek that comfort, and then enjoy the initiation. So then you have three portals of which you get to choose. And we're getting our chakras all aligned there. You're walking up the chakra stairs and you get to pick a portal. And whichever portal you pick, this is it is fulfillment. It brings fulfillment. So know that through this growing, seek that comfort to help you through, that teacher possibly even, that's going to walk you up these stairs to the initiation and pass you on, and then the fulfillment. And then you also got the cicada. So that's about transformation. So again, you're going through, some growing pains, transformation. I mean, that's got to hurt when you you know, shed shed your skeleton and you break out anew, and that's what it feels like. So have a great week. That's what I got for you.
That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, everybody. Okay, that is your meta messages for this week. Absolutely know that we love you. We will keep you lifted and blessed as much as we can. We carry as much weight that we can for you guys so that you guys don't have to worry about the little things when it comes to the things that we help with, when it comes to angels, messages, and making sure that those blessings never stop coming. So many likes, many loves, and many cups of hopes from myself to you. And I will see you next week on Meta Messages.